What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to an all-new episode of Tatro Talks. Thank you for being here today. It's a special stream today, of course, because we do these once a month. We do the 343 Labs Sample Challenge, where everybody who is a part of the 343 Labs Discord community gets to flip a sample and has the chance to win a cool prize. So shout out to Bitwig for providing us with the license today. The winner of today's sample challenge will be receiving a Bitwig license. We've had previous prizes in the past from folks like Arturia, all kinds of good stuff on these streams. So if you're not yet part of the 343 Labs Discord, make sure you use the link in the description. It's a good producer community, very similar to my Discord as well, which is open to members, but the 343 Labs Discord is open to everybody. So if you want to get in on that, do highly recommend it. Some housekeeping things here at the top. First of all, hello to everybody in chat. Thank you for being here and coming to hang out. It should be a good day of original music. Housekeeping things at the top. If you missed it, new music theory video dropped on Monday. So that's part 3 of my music theory series. I also dropped a new track on Monday, which the video for that will be out tomorrow. So as usual, make sure you're subscribed with notifications turned on for this channel. But we are also live on youtube.com/343labs, where you should also be subscribed with notifications on, because we just kicked off an all new season of 343 TV, where we actually started a bunch of new shows. Or 2 new shows, I should say. One with Merrily James, who debuted her show yesterday. She's a Berkeley professor, so she's super smart. She talked a lot about melodies yesterday. Very cool presentation style. And then we also have another presenter, Icarus Moth, who will be presenting on Thursday. And then the same presenters that you all know and love, John Selway, Abe Duque, Justin Beck as well, who will be doing a show tomorrow. Justin's doing like a comparison of a bunch of plugins on his show for the next few sessions. So it's actually really cool. youtube.com/343labs. Also, check out the school, 343labs.com. And you might have heard a soft cough in the background. That's because I am joined, as usual, by my friend, 343 Labs cohort, Nefertiti Gold. Thanks for joining us today.
Hey guys.
You couldn't wait to get on.
I know. I thought my mic was muted. Clearly it wasn't.
That was great. Well,
yeah.
Here we are again, another month, giving away a Bitwig Studio license, flipping these samples.
Yeah, I've been dodging the Discord for a minute to not listen to anything, so that like all reactions are first time on stream.
Exactly, same. So this will be both of our first time listening to these tracks. Very excited to check them out. Of course, tell them about the sample that they were flipping this month.
So the sample that was being flipped was my vocals from my latest single called Oh Girl. I gave the part of the vocals that were nice and clean and PG, so that we can keep this a clean show.
Perfect. And let me kill my background music. I'm going to play everybody that sample in case they don't know. So here we go. Nefertiti, Oh Girl. A great acapella here.
Girl. Oh girl, I came to get what I want.
Okay.
I didn't plan to stay for long. Oh girl.
Nice.
Oh girl.
Sample by Nefertiti Gold, but the sample itself is gold, I would say.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm interested to see how the stream's gonna go. Just listening to my voice 80 times.
I know. I'm curious to see.
So many different ways.
You know, we always have that thing of people either totally transform the sample or it's very recognizable. So I'm curious to see what direction it goes into.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I really am.
And how can people find the full track if they want to listen to your music and give you some support?
Awesome. Well, the full track is on all the streaming services. Nefertiti Gold is called Oh Girl. You'll see nice pink, orangey balloons on there. See my name on it as part of the album art. But yeah, Apple Music, Tidal, Spotify, most definitely.
Nice.
It's anywhere you want to find it. Even apps like I've never even heard of. It's on there.
Like Deezer.
Yeah,
exactly.
You read my mind.
All right, so please check that out if you want to hear the full song. Maybe you have already, but also I'll take a minute and say hello to everybody in my chat. And Nefertiti, you're in charge of the 343 Labs chat because I can only have one chat open at a time.
Oh, I think I'm in your chat actually.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fine too. But I'm going to say hello to everybody over here. That's Kay. Kay was the first chatter today. Said I like turtles, and I said same. But also shout out to all the members in the chat with the cool symbols. That's not the same as a turtle. Not at all. Not the same.
Not at all.
Hello, Amelia S, Jubei, Jackson, Ray Calvin, Michael G, TI80. My mom and dad are in the chat as usual. Yarn Chic 60. Interesting name. Valguna. Hello. I can't read half of these names. Dopia. Zeta Project. Hello. Oscar Vargas, Per Lemming, Wittes, Heyoka 1971, Sam Millard. Oh my gosh, this is why I don't scroll back up to the top because it's too hard to catch up. Hatali, Daniel David, Eternal Wolf, Wislow. I think I got everybody. Extreme Kraken, Oscar. Okay, I'm sorry guys, I can't keep up with chat. But hello, thank you all for being here. Duncan says peace. I say peace and love. Doomswear 303, hello. Alejandro, Recon, Red Hair Julian, hello. T. Henricus, some new members in the chat. All right, hello everybody. All right, there are folks over there in the 343 Labs chat.
Yeah.
What do they have to say for themselves?
I'm like trying to repost everything so that like nobody misses the stream. So if you guys see me looking down, I swear it's stream related.
Yes, if you
I'm
see
not ignoring you guys
the
at all.
343 Labs story or post going up, that's Nefertiti posting that, by the way.
Yeah, basically.
Um,
Boom.
we have a lot of music to listen to today.
Yeah, we do.
So we'll talk to chat as we go, but we got to start listening to some tunes, or else we'll be here
Absolutely.
till late in the evening. So
Damn.
we're just going to take these one by one, going through the Discord, and we will, at the end of the stream, do our best to select one that we think stood out, one that we really like. We're going to try to spread the love. So if somebody was like a previous winner, probably won't select them, even if their track is fire, or maybe we will, who knows? But we'll come to that decision at the end. We'll be selecting one winner, but please support all the producers that you hear today by going to their pages, giving them a follow, or just words of encouragement in the chat is great too. So thank you all for tuning in today.
Yay.
Should we get into this first one? That's Sub-Zero, says new member here, first time submitting. We love to hear that. Attempted a very experimental chill hop vibe. So let's give it a listen. I'm going to pop this out in a window here. And you let me know when you're ready, and we'll give a listen.
I am ready.
Okay, we have to coordinate this very carefully. And 3, 2, 1, go.
I came to get what I want.
Kicking right off with your vocal.
Yeah. Oh.
The note says, still finding my sound, just another attempt at it. It's a playful sound so far.
I did like the pitch shifting at the beginning.
Yeah. I think a little, like one of the phrases, it made it slightly out of key, but the first couple notes like sounded good.
Yeah.
I didn't expect it to get, it's like almost got the opposite arrangement of usual tracks where it's like getting more sparse. Oh,
yeah.
Until now.
Oh, spoke too soon.
Hey, what's up, Silent State in chat? Hello. And Wiley, hello. We heard some vocal chops there, but not quite in key or in tune. We gotta talk about that.
I wonder if those little chops in there are mine.
I assume that they are, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to start talking about this track as it plays out.
Yeah.
So, like I was saying, very playful tune. Like the mallet instrument is pretty good. I think like solid chord progression, solid rhythm with the drums, and then interesting use of the vocals. I think that where it kind of fell flat was in the manipulation of the vocals. We lost some of that key information and ended up sounding a bit out of key. So I think that was the biggest struggle. So if there was one thing I would suggest for Sub-Zero, is just to like study up a little bit on vocal chopping and getting those vocals in tune so that they are like, because it's just like a piano. If you have a piano instrument, your piano needs to be in key with your song. But if you have a vocal chop, it's the same thing. The notes that you're playing needs to be in the key of the song.
Yeah, absolutely. I was really looking forward to hearing more of the pitch shifting vocal chop within the arrangement, because I felt like it gave like a teaser of what was to come, and it's just like we kind of didn't really get it. At least that's how I feel.
Yeah.
But like the overall vibe, there's like a section of it in the middle with the vocal chops. I believe that's what they are. They're just kind of like it's like thrown at you like glitter. It feels very experimental, and it reminds me, it's kind of reminiscent of like things that I would hear from like Frank Ocean when he like experiments with tracks and he just grabs samples from wherever. So I personally really like that.
Yeah. And like, yeah, it does set up that vocal thing at the beginning, and then it never really comes back. It comes back like a little bit at the end. So you're right about that. You want to set your listeners like expectations at the beginning. But then if it never comes back, then it's like they're kind of left wondering like, oh, I guess not.
Yeah,
Yeah, but Sub-Zero first submission, good submission. We appreciate the submissions.
Yeah, definitely.
Also says
first submission.
Yeah, still finding my sound, which keep going because there are some very good elements of this track, and just keep
There's
experimenting.
definitely something there.
Yeah, keep experimenting, keep getting better, and you'll be great in no time. So thank you, Sub-Zero, for that submission. All right, kicking things off. Good. Let's keep going. I'm scrolling down. The next track is from Sir Hears You in the chat, but Uncle Acid on SoundCloud. Uncle Acid, I can't wait to hear what this
I like that name.
is going to sound like. A drum. Here's what I managed to create after playing around with the sample. Drums are not created from the sample itself, but all other sounds in this piece are. All right, so it sounds like everything besides the drums is going to be your voice. How do you feel about that?
I don't know. I'm still bracing myself for 20 more songs.
Yeah, I'll say hello to
all with my voice.
Exactly. Hello to Diana. Hello, MV Beckham. Hello, everybody who just joined us in the chat. Let us know what you think of these tracks as we go through them today. All right, Uncle Acid, Voices from the Shadows in 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh.
So far, I'm excited. Oh. Was that a lion or was that Nefertiti Gold? Who can say?
Oh, all other sounds except the drums.
Yes.
That's cool. I feel the cover art here is very fitting.
That's Uncle Acid himself.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, so cool.
Getting a lot of use out of this sample for sure.
I know.
I like how we've got this almost synth sound coming in, but I'm thinking that's like granular with the vocal sample.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
MV Beckham says Mortal Kombat on steroids. Maybe.
Mortal Kombat has come such a long way.
Yes, they started using your vocal samples in the soundtrack. I didn't know if you knew this.
I did not get paid for this. I need the check.
That really gets me.
I really like that though.
Yeah. Nice little ending there. All right, what did you
That's really
think?
cool.
That was your voice for the most part. What did you think of that?
That was pretty cool. It was like really exciting. And then it's just like certain parts of it, you know, without thinking of it, to think that like, oh, that too is my voice. It's so interesting to hear how you can just take an audio file and manipulate it into just anything you want, really.
Yes, there's so like this is not my favorite kind of music to listen to, but I really like this track. The energy of it is great, and it's a great. It's not like in a sample challenge you have to use the sample for everything, but like if you want to take that on as a producer, that challenge, I think that's really cool. And sometimes it doesn't go so well. In this track, I think it went really well. All the parts were covered. I felt like it felt like a full track. It didn't feel like anything was missing because they were just using the vocal sample. So I really like that.
Yeah, and I think the shifts in pitch that I was hearing definitely stayed within key like the whole time. So it didn't feel like anything deviated from like the core theme of what they were aiming for.
Right. And it was a good balance of like recognizable vocal sample, with that O we kept pointing out, which is really good. And then some other elements. And then unrecognizable vocal parts, which sounded more like synths, but you can tell were like still sampled from the vocal.
Yeah, but that growl.
The growl,
that was really cool.
That is really cool. So thank you, Uncle Acid, for that submission. Very high energy. Two very different submissions here off the bat. That's what I'll say.
I know.
Well, that's the great part of this challenge. We have producers of all backgrounds. All right, next up on the list, we have Miles. Says, it was nice to have a good quality vocal to work with. I have been listening to lots of Paul Johnson. Wow, that's a high compliment. I've been listening to lots of Paul Johnson tribute mixes and was planning on doing a bumpy house track, but ended up with a UK bass kind of thing. Well, let's hear what that even means. All right. From Miles in 3, 2, 1, go. This is going to be another high energy track for sure. Silent, thank you so much for listening to the new track. And what's up, Pilgrim of Light? Hello. And Oscar Vargas. Thank you, Extreme Kraken. All right, let's see where this track takes us.
Oh.
That's a deep bass, deep kick there.
Heartbeat has matched the bass now.
I know. Can't stop moving. I feel like this is just like there's a lot of tension in this track. I'm waiting for some resolution. Amelia
Especially in the phrases too.
Yes, Amelia S says, why is this making me anxious? Yeah, exactly. I really like the synth sound.
Yeah.
Says would dance in a warehouse to this.
Oh, absolutely. Perfect setting. With glow sticks.
Of course. It could have ended. It could have had a proper ending. I get this a lot, and like when I do track reviews and stuff too, like people just like it's just the end, like there's no proper ending.
I wonder if it has to do with the time limit, because I know sometimes with like house music you want it to be like that
Yeah.
8-10 minute track, and it's like,
Yeah, they only have
I don't know how to end the groove so soon.
Yeah, exactly. So Miles, thank you for that submission. That was really cool.
Yeah, I like that.
Like our third track, and we're already like just going through the genres today. But
Yeah.
man, that heavy kick drum was very cool, and I love the sparseness of it. I think sometimes our tendency is to try to put as much in our track as possible, and this track showed like a lot of restraint, I think, in not overloading. And I like the vocal chops too. The one feedback I have about the vocal chops is they sounded like very front and center, like just a little higher in the mix than everything else. Like they stood out a little bit too much. I think they could have better blended with the rest of the track, but I did like the energy of the track overall.
I like the way that the sample was used, where like you can't make out a phrase like at all. So you're just kind of intently listening, and your brain is trying to like make sense of it.
Yeah.
But like not in a bad way.
Right. And like conventional harmony would have those chords like resolving either to like a home bass on the minor or on the major, and they never really like resolve down to the tonic. So I think that is contributing to the anxious feeling or the tension that never quite gets released, but it keeps the motion going, right? Because you're like waiting for something to happen, you know?
It keeps the motion, and it keeps your attention. Like you're not so quick to like click off of it, because you at the very least you want to hear the chord progression essentially resolve itself, but then it kind of doesn't, so you're just kind of still listening and waiting for it. So
right.
It's a good way to hook people in, if anything.
And the introduction of the synth at like 141, I think it is clutch, because we needed something new there in that moment, and that was just enough to keep it hanging on, and then also introduce some of the elements from before and have it all come together. So that was really well executed.
Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot.
All
Thanks,
right.
Miles.
Yes, thank
you for the compliment.
Yeah, thank you, Miles. And Lost Sentence Chat says, where can I download the sample? Well, since we are already doing the challenge, so we can't have submissions anymore today. But if you want to go download the sample, it is available in the 343 Labs Discord, which you can join at the link in the description. Okay. The counselor. Oh, hello, the counselor. Thank you for being here. All right, let's keep it rolling with more submissions. I don't think I'm going to skip anybody.
Yeah.
All right, Piri, aka Isola Beats. We got a lot to read here, which I'm just going to skim really quickly. Minimal post-processing, some reverb, plucks. There are some vocal chops in a section with the vocal left largely untouched, save for a shortening of the phrase. Okay, deliberately kept it simple and spacious to allow the reverb to do the work. All right, seems like reverb is going to be a big feature of this track. So let's check out what they got going on. Isola Beats. Ready to give it a listen?
Yeah.
Why you mad? Fix your face, says the album art.
Cool.
Great. All right, let's give it a listen in 3, 2, 1, go. Interesting. Say Kona Astwood, thank you for joining for your first live. Hello. It's a cool vibe.
I see how the reverb is working. This is very, very chill. I like this.
Yeah. Seems like they mostly used a Electribe sampler. Oh, here we go. It's almost like a proper remix of the song.
Yeah, it's like I actually feel sad off of that line. Like my favorite part right there.
Yeah. It's a really good use of the sample.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, and that reverb.
That was nice.
Yeah, that was so nice. Let's run it back. Yeah, very chill vibes. Good chord progression. I love the percussion sounds, and like I was saying before, I really like the use of the vocal sample. And the reason I say it's like a proper remix, because like just recontextualizes your vocal phrase to be like in this new mood, in this new kind of song. And like, I think there's a few mixing things in there to solve, but in the caption it says, I realized the mix actually sucked, so I spent a good few hours trying to smooth out spikes. It's not a perfect mix. Mixing has never been my forte, but it's much better. Yeah, I don't think it's a bad mix at all. I just think that there's certain things that could be like leveled a little bit better. But other than that, I think it sounds like a pretty cool, chill mix and good vibe. What did you think? How was it like hearing your vocal phrase kind of recontextualized this way?
It's always cool to hear how your one idea can turn into something completely different if someone else just has a chance with it. Yeah, and I really like the chord progressions underneath. I felt they were really complimentary, and I know that sometimes working with vocal samples, one of the hardest things to do is kind of reverse engineer the chord progression, because usually the way that I work, I almost always have the chords first, and then I can create a melody after the fact, but I almost rarely work the other way around.
Totally. Yeah. This was a great way to both transform the vocal sample but also maintain like the original phrasing and make it something new.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, Isola Beats.
Job.
Yes, great work. Thank you for that submission. Is Piri in the chat is what I want to know. I'm not sure. But Isola, thank you so much for that submission. Let's keep it rolling because we got lots of submissions to go through today.
Absolutely.
All right, the next one is from TI80 Mark. I'm not sure if this is a person or a calculator, but we'll soon find out.
I was thinking the same thing. I'm just like,
says
college vibes.
It's a funky, layered, chiptune bit crushed ride. Had fun creating the track and album art for this one. Hope you enjoy it. All right, we got multimedia artist here, visual art and sound. All right.
Oh, is that me in a cartoon video game mode?
I think that's you. Play now. Okay, let's hear what we got going on with this track. Oh, and you got a feature on this track, by the way. It says featuring Nefertiti Gold. This is not just not just any track here. So let's see. Curious to see how this turns out. In 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, TI80 Mark in the chat says I'm a person. in case we didn't know. I'm getting like a Daft Punk vibe at the beginning.
Yeah.
how this vocal chop is like evolving
Yeah.
slowly.
Ooh. So much energy.
This is a whole world of sound here for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. This was a journey.
It was.
I think some 8-bit tunes like fall into the trap of being like too like in that 8-bit world, but I don't think that this suffered from this problem. It still sounded like a full track, regardless of like the 8-bit sounds. And I like the vocal chops. I think the vocal chops in this are closer to the way that I might have considered chopping the vocals if I had done this challenge. So that was cool. One thing about the structure though, I felt like there just wasn't enough variety in the structure. Like there wasn't like a evolution of the track so much over time. I think the arrangement structure could have been better. We could have been on more of a journey and grown towards the end where it kind of just sort of repeated sections.
I feel like the way that the sample was chopped eventually grew into its own. It had its own journey on the track, but I can understand where you're coming from as far as like the arrangement of this track itself didn't have like a specific direction essentially, because I feel like we got to like the climax at a certain point and then it just kind of held on from that point on.
Yeah, and it makes it just feel longer than it actually is. Like it's interesting how all these tracks will be around 3 minutes, but some will feel longer, some will feel shorter, and that's like dependent on how the producer builds tension and release and builds the structure of their tune to make it feel like it's going on a journey, make it feel like it's earning the 3 minutes, you know? But that's always a challenge.
It is always a challenge, especially when it's like you don't want to deviate too much, because like usually when we listen to music, we tend to want to listen to things that are familiar but different at the same time.
Yeah, we have certain expectations, but we also want to be surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're so fickle.
But a Sonic world-wise, I could see building a whole game soundtrack around this kind of set of sounds and this like chord progression, harmonies, and melodies. Just work on that arrangement and structure a little bit more, and it'll be good.
Yeah.
All right, TI-80 Mark, who is not a calculator, is a person. Thank you for that submission. Really enjoyed the fun ride that we just went on. And I hope you all are enjoying the 343 Labs sample challenge. Right now, we're listening to some tracks that were submitted in the 343 Labs Discord. Real quick, before we go on to the next track, what's going on with 343 Studio, Nefertiti Gold? What is that all about? I know you've been participating in it.
Yeah.
Maybe you can talk a little bit about that.
343 Studio is currently we are in beta testing, and essentially it's an extension of the classes that are offered at 343 Labs. And if you're someone who's a little bit on the fence, you don't want to hop in just yet to take a class, you can sign up for 343 Studio and still get a lot of value out of it off of an educational standpoint, and also just interacting with other members of the community as well as the instructors. But as I said before, we're still in beta. Applications for beta testing is open and it's currently waitlisted. But once we have spots open, we're going to start letting more and more people come onto the platform and contribute. And so far, it's pretty cool. I'm not going to lie.
Right.
Really enjoying it.
So 343labs.com, if people do want to get in line for that beta, you're doing like a collaboration workshop. Do you want to just 30 seconds on that and like how that's working and what that's about?
Well, currently the collaboration workshop is essentially based off of the most recent group that we had. It's people within the community, producers that want to work with one another, but maybe before didn't necessarily have an outlet to meet more than just maybe one or two other producers to work with. And interestingly enough, the first class was another vocal sample
Nice.
that I provided. And the group that I'm working with, we just kind of went in a direction of we'll have one person start off, and then that's been working really well because whatever they came up with, it kind of inspired the rest of us to come up with our own contributions to the track. And it's honestly, I'm really enjoying the track that we've come up with so far.
Yeah. So check that out. 343 Studio. Get in line for the beta. Like sign up because we will be letting more people in as it goes on. But 343labs.com.
And I'll throw the link. I'll throw the link in the
it's
chat.
going in the chat. Perfect.
Yeah.
Collaboration workshops, downloadable content, exclusive masterclasses, all that good stuff that you will find. So thank you all for being here. I see Joshua Pheasant in the chat. Thank you. I don't know if I said hi to Viner-esque yet. Hello. Andre Von Zark as well. The Wistful Snail. Thank you for being here. Oh, Rashane is here as well. Hello. Thank you all for being here. Lucid Dream Tarot. If you keep being weird in my chat, I'm just going to ban you. I already put you in timeout, but stop being weird.
Damn.
Next up, we have Virtually J. No samples used except for Nefertiti vocal, of course. The background atmospheric vocal is Nefertiti reversed with some effects delay using 808 Yamaha Ableton's analog. Well,
Missy Elliott style.
Let's give it a listen. 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh my.
Little Blade Runner vibes here. Sci-fi. Oh, here we go.
Cool.
Oh, girl.
What's up, White Whisker in the chat?
There's a lot of tension in this one too.
Yep. I love music with just a dark vibe like this.
Yeah.
They're mad. They're so mad.
Falgona says, I'm so tense right now.
Yeah.
Same. So antsy.
It's interesting because it's dark, but we don't really hear much of like a third. So you would assume that it's like a minor, but your vocal is implying like a major key. So it's like this dark sound, but it's really like in a major key.
Yeah, it's hard to put my finger on it.
Yeah. I think it's intentionally that way.
Extreme says it feels like dark trying to transit into a lighter theme.
Oh, that's deep.
Yeah.
All right, that was a really cool vibe. What did you think?
I thought that was really interesting. It was the note was that no samples used except the vocal. Does that include like all sounds?
Well, then it also says Yamaha, Ableton's analog. So there's some synths in there, but I think
fair,
we can.
fair.
I think there's a lot of atmospherics happening with your vocal, like reverse with delays and reverbs, it seems. And then there's the obvious portion where the sample is there.
Yeah, I thought that was cool. It kind of makes me wonder if that dark feeling that we're getting, if it's just kind of like where the rest of the instrumental is just written in the relative minor.
Yeah.
So like it works, but it almost feels like it doesn't work, but it
Yeah.
does because it's the same set of notes.
I think just having that dark, low synth droning kind of the whole time gives it that dark, ominous feel. But then there's certain little notes on top that will imply like brightness. So I think like Extreme, who said it feels like dark trying to transition into light. Yeah, I think it totally has that vibe, and it keeps it ambiguous throughout the track. I think that's the coolest part of the track. It does a lot with a little. Like, it's just atmosphere.
Yeah.
It's pure atmosphere the whole time.
Yeah, even with that comment, like you can take that as like, you can take that figuratively, or you can take that like literally, because like music theory wise, you can literally do that. You can transition from minor into major and back and forth.
Yes. Virtually Jay, thank you for taking us on that space journey. I do feel like I was floating through space. Somebody said that in chat. I think that's a good visualization for that track. Awesome.
Yeah.
Nice. All different vibes here today, as usual.
I know. It's crazy.
Next up, we have Saikai, who is in the chat already. Very good vibes from Saikai lately for submissions for different things. So I'm excited to hear this one. I didn't use the vocal sample so up front. It only comes in around 120 mark. We'll be looking out for it for sure. But I like how it turned out in the track. Looks like there was some collaboration in the community. Ed Oyama helping Saikai out. I think because your voice sounds so full, it was great to work with. Another compliment.
Oh, thank you.
This was your plan
Highly
all along.
appreciated.
All right, let's give this a listen. This is Amelia S in chat, by the way.
Okay, cool.
So we got a nice sunset. Oh, it's called The Sun is Waiting for You. Well, let's see. Let's not keep the sun waiting any longer. And what's playing right now? Something is playing in the background. Oh, gosh. Hold on. I'm messing this up totally.
Yeah, no. SoundCloud is, if you don't pay attention, it'll just go off on a tangent.
Yeah. All right. Let's try that again. Saikai, The Sun is Waiting for You in 3, 2, 1, go.
Ooh.
My kind of track for sure. I can tell right away with the piano. So warm.
I am a sucker for good chords.
Yeah. This is a really cool vibe.
Yeah, the sun is waiting for me.
Yeah. Really awesome guitar.
The wistful snail says, I suddenly feel like studying.
Exactly.
Classic.
I hear you filtered in the background. I don't know if you noticed that. It's subtle, but it's adding to the atmosphere. That's great, Sakai. Great
Yeah.
track here.
That was nice.
And Amelia in chat says, it is subtle, sorry. But like, I don't think you have to apologize, because I think in these sample challenges, we get so caught up in like trying to use the sample. Like, it doesn't have to be front and center. And also you can make the music you like to make and tailor the challenge to you rather than tailoring the genre you're going to make to the sample, you know? And I think it's telling. If we listen back, I'm going to listen back to that really quick. If you play back from like 120 on where that vocal sample is there in the background, what you can imagine is if that was gone, we would definitely hear it if it was not there. So it's definitely contributing to the track. So like if I put things in my tracks where like I put it in and I'm not sure if it's necessary, sometimes I just turn the track off. And if I don't really like care that it's gone, then I get rid of it. But if I notice like a hole in my mix or like a hole in the feel of the track, then I know that it's serving a purpose. So I think this is a good example of that. So even though it's subtle, I feel like if it was gone, I would feel like something was missing. So I think that that's a good execution, even though it's like subtle and in the background.
Yeah, sometimes with trying to use samples, like you can start off a project in which the sample helps inspire you to create the track, but then sometimes along the way, like you can abandon the sample, or just have it a little bit lower so it's not as prominent as you thought you were going to use it before.
Totally. And a high compliment from my mom in the chat who says, this is great for my morning beach walk. Wow. This is beach walk vibes for sure.
It is. Contemplating life.
Man, Amelia only started submitting like not too long ago to like track reviews and stuff, and this is great. Like, don't you think Amelia needs to get this on like Spotify and stuff, and could easily be playlisted on some?
I was just gonna say that you would easily be playlisted.
Easily.
You can grow your Spotify in like a month.
Yeah. Sakai, so you heard it. It's not just me saying it anymore. Get this stuff up on the proper streaming platforms if they're not already.
Definitely start submitting.
Really awesome track. Amelia, thank you so much for that submission. All right, so let's keep going. All the moods. We're going from outer space to warehouse to a walk on the beach to like, who can say? We're just going all these places today. All right, I'm scrolling quite a bit here, so I hope I'm not missing something. Now I'm at Falguna. Does that sound right to you?
Yes.
All right. Falguna says came up with a dark future garage track and cut up the vocals to make some chops. What's up with everybody in garage today?
I don't know.
What's up with that? I don't even have a garage. All right.
I don't either.
Falguna, let's hear it. We always like Falguna's submissions. Falguna's always cooking up something good. So let's hear it.
Yeah.
All right, I'm pressing play in 3, 2, 1, go.
Right off the bat.
Yeah, hitting the ground running here.
Yeah. This definitely feels dark and futuristic and
yep.
Just like movie score.
Oh, and good. That vocal sounds good. Turned you into a whole lead guitar.
Yeah, that's fire.
Track has great energy.
It does.
Go give Falguna a follow on SoundCloud, folks, if you haven't, and on the other social media.
I like that drop.
billboards where it says this is a car commercial. For sure. This is a Mercedes commercial.
That is a high compliment. A Mercedes commercial.
Nice job, Falguna. A great track.
That was great. I love that. That was so good.
Yeah, that was a really good use of the sample. Like, it's sliced and then it's also turned into an instrument, and I love the transformation of the sound because it fits the sonic world perfectly. That kind of
it fits so well.
Overdriven.
I was just going to say that.
Yeah, that sound is great.
Yeah, and it's just really well mixed, really, really well put together. Arrangement, fire. Falguna doesn't disappoint.
Never disappoints. Like for folks listening, like some of the criticisms I've had of other tracks, it comes down to a lot of arrangement and how things go, right? But if you could just study the arrangement of this track, how it's got that solid intro, how it builds up energy, but then it kind of pulls back towards the middle and then builds us back up to an even bigger drop where some energy gets added, some layers get added. The juxtaposition of like the acoustic percussion against the like super electronic, like dirty, gritty synth sounds. Like, I love that. I love those two things coming together.
Yeah, it's definitely yet another track, another genre, another energy. And it's just, I'm telling you, like you just never know what other people are thinking, like the things that the way that people can get inspired to do different things using the same sample on top of that.
Yes, and would you believe this? Falguna only has 18 followers on SoundCloud. That's a crime.
I just followed.
You followed.
19 now.
Let's see.
Yeah.
People of chat. Go. He's only at 19. Let's go. He should be at least at 25. Well, it should be much more than 25, but come on. We have people watching that should be all flocking to Falguna's page to give a follow.
Absolutely. There's 50 of you guys in this chat.
Let's go. All right. Nonetheless, Falguna, fantastic track as usual. Really loved it. And let's keep things rolling. I don't know how many more we have. I really don't want to think about it, but I think we're getting towards the end.
Let's not think about it.
Let's not think about it.
Full steam ahead.
Yep. Sam M, new member and first time submitter here. I've been involved in various music projects on and off for the years. Last couple of months, I've started getting into producing solo stuff. This is my first time submitting my work to any sort of challenge like this. First full track I've completed on my own. Wow.
Nice. Congratulations.
Well,
without, that's a big feat.
Yeah, and also thank you for all the kind words in that. I know I didn't read everything, but thank you. Sam M, let's give this a listen. 3, 2, 1, go. Pilgrim of Light, I'm glad you're having fun on the stream. Fighting tonality a little bit here. It's coming together here in this section. This section is like a new version of the song.
Yeah.
Why are you so sad?
Why are you so sad?
I didn't get what I want.
Oh, that's why.
Why are you not what I want?
Like that.
I'm not what I want.
Cool.
Nice.
Sam, thank you for that submission. All right. Overall, I think there's a cool, almost like 80s synthwave vibe. It reminded me of like a track off the Drive soundtrack a little bit with some of the instrumentation and synths and stuff. I really like that B section kind of halfway through where we had that full vocal phrase, you know, and it becomes like a full on song with your top line on it. So I think that's really cool. Go ahead.
Oh.
I could tell you were gonna say something.
I like the way that the vocal was chopped, in which they created their own version of the lyrics. Like they changed up the lyrics.
Yeah, that's
like, why are you so sad? I didn't get what I want.
Yeah.
Like, it's so classic.
That's awesome. And the other thing I'll say is some of the compliments for the other tracks that have done really well, I would say it comes down to subtlety in the way they incorporate the vocal sample in an organic way. And I think this could have been executed slightly better if the vocal blended a bit better with the rest of the track. That can be done through like processing, just making it feel like it fits in the same world. But especially for the beginning of the track with that chop, it gets like a little bit repetitive, and it's so front and center, like dead center in the mix with not a lot of effects on it, that it just feels like it sticks out above everything else, and it should blend a bit better. I think that would help this track out a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I like the chops that were used. I found them really interesting.
For sure. But I think the next level of it is you take those chops and you can do like call and response with the chops, where some of the chops sound super clean and maybe some of them sound like they're pushed back or different places in the mix. Different things like that I think would have been like the next level of this track for sure.
True.
Yeah, but that middle section, really, really strong. I really like that.
Yeah, that was my favorite.
Awesome work, Sam M. Thank you for that vibey track. All right.
Yeah, first time submittal.
Yeah, we love that. We love first time submissions. Music Blockton says, I just did my sets test today. Well, shout out to you, Music Blockton. I don't know what that is, but I haven't seen you in chat in a while, and I hope the test went well. Keeping it moving, we have Shuai Wang, I think is how I say that, 93, aka Aspirin on SoundCloud. Tried something new here, did lots of stretch and repeat, but still want to keep the vocal part as a song. So let's see what that all comes down to with Aspirin here on SoundCloud. Ready to give it a listen in 3, 2, 1, go. Some of these tracks just hit the ground running.
Oh man, I got hit with an ad.
Oh, should we pause? Start over?
Yeah.
Yes. All right, I'm going back to 0. Sorry, chat. We have to get coordinated here. All right, I'm ready.
Yeah, sorry. SoundCloud is it's not on the same wave with both of us.
But I don't get ads. How come? Maybe because I have an ad block. That'll do it. You got to get the ad block.
It's like in my player. Like as I hit the song, it's just like, no, here's an ad.
Well, you tell me when you're ready.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they're just like all like 30 seconds. 30 seconds seems forever.
Did they pay artists with this ad revenue like YouTube or what?
I don't think so. I think they're trying to do that at some point.
Come on, SoundCloud.
I just need to refresh my page.
Yeah, for sure. It looks like you're all having fun. I hope you're enjoying this 343 Lab sample challenge. We do this once a month, usually at the top of the month. Not sure what our sample will be for next month or our prize yet, but it'll be something good because Beattober is coming up, Nefertiti Gold. Did you know about this?
I did know about this. I participated last year.
Are you going to participate this year?
No.
What the heck?
No. I determined like October 3rd of last year. Like, I'm not doing this again.
Chat, you need to bully Nefertiti Gold into participating this year.
That goes against the terms and conditions of YouTube.
Chat, you will not get banned. You'll get a free pass in the channel if you want to bully Nefertiti Gold in my chat into participating in Beattober this year. All right, but while we think about that, why don't we listen to this next track?
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go. Oh. Those hits are dope.
Yeah. Ooh.
This is some cool sound design stuff here.
This is fire.
Yeah. Aspirin, if you're in chat, let us know.
Yes, please. Give a like and a follow.
Nice. Very cool use of the sample. Very just cool
Yeah.
sound design in general.
Yeah, that was dope.
We have
I
some
really like the use of the sample.
there's some really strong entries today.
Yeah.
I love those little shout things though. That almost reminds me of like Nine Inch Nails, like Trent Reznor kind of stuff. But like, yeah, I love that. Really, really good. And one other thing I'll say about this track is that this track has a solid beginning, middle, and great structure, great energy throughout, keeps the listener engaged the whole time. And it's only 1 minute and 52 seconds. What I'm noticing is a trend here in our submissions today that since there's a 3-minute limit, that people are just using the entire 3 minutes. And for
noticed that
some,
too.
it makes sense for them to be 3 minutes. And I feel like for others, it hasn't made too much sense for them to be 3 minutes. So like, just because there is a time limit with 3 minutes, I highly encourage people, create your beginning, middle, and end. And regardless of how long it is, like, don't be like, oh, I have to take up this amount of time. No, you hear a track like this that's under 2 minutes, that is still a fire full track, regardless of how long or how short it is.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think sometimes we get in our heads like instead of just focusing on telling the story, we're just only watching the clock as we're creating the track.
Totally. How did you like how the vocal sample was used in this track?
I really like how the vocal sample was used because I felt like, just like similar to Falguna's track, where it just fits into the world of that song, like seamlessly like mixed in.
Totally. This was another very, very strong entry. So great work. Aspirin. Do you remember? Have we heard Aspirin submit before, or is this the first time?
I don't think so. I feel like I would have remembered.
Yeah.
That simple name.
Exactly.
Aspirin.
I agree. Well, we'll see. Aspirin, if you're in the chat, say hello. If not, no worries. Happy to hear your track. Thank you for that submission. Keeping things rolling here, we've got the Wistful Snail, which I've already seen the Wistful Snail in chat. It's not a easy name to forget, that's for sure.
No.
Another first-time submission from the Wistful Snail. So let's check this out, as long as you don't have an ad.
I shouldn't. I hope not.
All right, let's give it a listen in 3, 2... Oh, wait, 1 second. Sorry. In 3, 2, 1, go.
How can a man destroy it? No chance. There's only one solution: to create a second creature.
Oh,
nice.
Clip from Lady Frankenstein.
I like that chord.
Yeah. Curious to see where this is going. This is cool. Unexpected here. It's very Gorillaz.
Yeah.
That's your voice.
I know.
Transformed.
It's like
Oh.
really catchy.
There's a lot going on here.
Ooh. Oh, a new section.
This is a journey.
It all comes together. Nice.
You love me, I know you do. But you've never done anything about it. Instead of your love for me giving you strength, you let it melt your spine.
Okay.
Oh. Oh, I like this. I like this section.
What the heck was that? That was very funny, that ending portion there.
Yeah.
I'm going to run it back. Somebody said
There's only
it's a
one
roller coaster. I think that was White Whisker.
It is
yeah.
a roller coaster.
That is for sure a roller coaster. Solid intro. From the intro, did not expect what the track would morph into. But
Yeah.
this is just a fun track to listen to. It almost reminds me of some like beat battle style music that's just like constantly switching it up to keep things like interesting, keep you surprised.
Yeah.
And also, I think this kind of music works really well for stuff like commercials, because it's like super high energy, super frenetic almost, and like just grabs your attention, you know?
It does. And it would go really well within like a script for that too. If you are writing a commercial in which there's very sudden changes
Yeah.
in the scenery, like the music already goes with it.
Yes.
And the thing about SoundCloud is like, I'm literally like watching the waveform. So it's like, I'm anticipating
Some change.
for something
yeah.
to happen. But the thing is, it's like, by the time you listen to what happens, it's still so unexpected.
Exactly. Very
Yeah.
cool use of like the guitar and the synths. Like it all comes together in a really fun way. What was I gonna say? At the end, like I wasn't sure how it would come to an end because it goes back to that like almost like 50s string sample kind of thing, and then the quote
Yeah.
is great, and then it goes into that hardcore like half speed breakdown thing at the end, which I think was really cool.
Yeah, it's a surprise and a surprise.
Yeah, it's a
Like a box
surprise
in a
and a
box in a
surprise.
box.
That's a good way to characterize it. Wistful Snail, a very strong first entry into the 343 sample challenge. So thank you so much for that. That was
Oh, nice. First time
quite the
submitting.
journey. Yeah, that was fantastic. Nice
That
job.
was dope.
All right, we have up next. Oh God, I scrolled to the bottom. I shouldn't have scrolled to the bottom. I'm sorry. Okay, we have our friend Achilles here. 18 is my first submission to any challenge, so I hope I'm not so bad. I don't think it'll
the
be so
future.
bad. Yeah, kind of Brazilian vibe because I feel like I feel the sample kind of melancholic. I don't know the connection there, but sure. I decided to modify the vocal I can't read. I'm sorry. If you haven't noticed, I cannot read. I also decided to not
can't either.
modify the vocal in any way because as it is awesome and so seductive. Okay. I think it's a combination of me
flip.
not being able to read and also, yeah, hair flip on that. Okay. Anyway,
man.
I'm going to stop attempting to read and let's just listen to the music. How about that?
Yeah.
All right. Another one of these audience people, eh? All right. Here we go. Let's give it a listen in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay.
I'm really interested to hear how this one goes. I like this.
This is like a big celebration.
Wow.
Oh, girl.
Nice use of the sample.
Oh, girl. Oh, girl. Oh, girl.
Oh, bossa-esque. And now we have synth.
I
Okay.
came to get what I want. I didn't plan to stay for long, oh, girl.
Oh, I like that.
Why are you so sad? I'm not your man, so why you mad, oh, girl? Oh, girl.
These dreamy chords.
I know. This production is on the money.
Oh, girl.
I love that swell vocals.
Yeah. Oscar says, hands pina colada. Yes, I could drink a pina colada to this.
The percussion is like phenomenal.
Yeah.
A lot of variety.
I love that, like mixing Latin percussion with the electronic.
Why are you
Yeah.
so sad? I'm not your man, so why you mad, oh, girl? Oh, girl. Oh, girl.
Really awesome bass, too.
Yeah.
This challenge was just a big ruse for you to get some fire remixes of your track.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's funny.
Love the ending chords.
Yeah, very nice. I don't have much to say. That was a dope track. High energy, great sound, great mix, like great sound selection. Structure was great.
Yeah.
What can I say?
That was amazing.
That's
Yeah,
our
no,
first
that
like
was-
Brazilian bossa nova track.
Yeah, this was I like this one a lot. Nice Latin remix.
Yeah.
Reminds me of like my childhood.
And that's Akin over on Audius. Please go give a follow if you can. Akin, who can say? But we're gonna keep it rolling because we have like 6 more entries to go. No time to
counted them?
lose. Yes, I did that to myself. Now I drank a lot of water, so I'm really hoping that I can make it through these
To the
entries.
6 tracks.
Yes. Think I can, but let's do
Oh,
it.
you jinxed yourself.
Yeah, I know. All right. You know what you have to do when you wake up in the morning, Nefertiti Gold?
Drink water.
No. You have to eat your cereal. And
Oh.
our next submission is from Eat Your Cereal on SoundCloud. What I Want. Let's give it a
You
listen.
got me.
And
You got me.
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, I got an ad.
We're never going to make it through.
You jinxed it. How do you block your ads on SoundCloud?
You get a ad block Chrome extension.
Oh. The
Welcome to
hustle.
2021.
I'm just like living life on the edge.
I'll read what Eat Your Cereal says. Had quite a hard time working and arranging the vocals. First time doing anything non-trivial with vocals. Wanted to get a darker, burial-like vibe going. I like what I have overall. Hope you enjoy it too. I hope I enjoy it as well.
Yeah, I'm ready to enjoy the cereal.
Wow, somebody's saying boomer confirmed in chat. And I can't ban them because they're my friend and confidant and mod. You're getting called out. Also, don't
Something wrong with
forget.
being a boomer.
Also, don't forget that Nefertiti Gold has declared that she'll not be participating in Beattober. So, and if anybody has comments about that, I
you're
would love
bad.
to hear what you have to say about that in chat.
You're bad.
Do we like that, chat?
I feel like
don't think we
everyone
like that.
forgot about it as the music was playing, and you're just like, "Hey guys,
Just gotta
remember when
remind
Neff
them.
sucks?"
It's peer pressure. That's okay. Are you
Yeah.
ready? Are we listening to
Yes.
ads? All right, let's listen to it. In 3,
All right.
2, 1, go. Don Cozen says it's a personal choice. Couldn't agree less. Spooky.
Definitely dark.
Yes, dark for sure. The little clave song that happens on the left side. I like that. It's a little hint of brightness in the dark.
Yeah. Doomsware says, "How does this feel dark and upbeat at the same time?"
Exactly. Andre Von Zark, thank you so much for the super chat. Cool. Very dark sound. I like the atmosphere. Sometimes I get a little worried when it's like a darker vibe or something, and I think about how are they gonna implement the vocal sample. But I liked how they pitch shifted it and kind of implemented it here. Not so bad at all.
Yeah, I'm realizing that maybe part of the reason why some people are going dark is because I'm just saying, "Why are you so sad?"
Yeah, true.
So they're just
definitely-
like, "Let's make it sad."
that for sure could have influenced the sound. I think this is one of those tracks though that like, did it need to be 3 minutes is my question. Like that's a question mark for me. I think it could have been a bit shorter. It didn't have to take up the whole time, but I did like the dark atmospheric vibes of it for sure.
Same.
Yeah.
And I like the cover art, just going through murky waters.
Yeah, and I like that their artist name is sort of like a PSA, like so you don't forget every morning to eat your cereal.
And drink water, because that's what I thought.
Yeah. Drinking water in the morning like a psychopath.
Yeah, just chug it.
Jeez, I need some coffee first thing. All right.
I'm trying to be better.
You know what's cool about Beattober though is you don't have to make a beat every day. You could make a beat like once a
Wow,
week.
you are not gonna let this
You-
go.
You could set whatever goal is meaningful to you. That's what I think.
I will make one beat per month for Beattober.
Oh, one beat per month. Interesting. I feel like you may be more capable than that, but nonetheless, we have another submission here from our friend Huge.
It's a dope name. Huge.
Huge says there were a lot of possibilities with this awesome sample, but I tried as much as possible to veer away from what I usually go for when producing. Okay, so a challenge in a challenge. Let's see what Huge has to say here. With Wildcats, we love a good picture of a cat in the submission.
I already got an ad on me.
All right, perfect. You listen to that ad, and I'll tell you that I've heard some of Huge's music before. Huge is a very talented producer, so I think we're in for a good one today. And folks, I'll remind you and Nefertiti Gold that you can click that link that's pinned to the top of the chat, tatro.com/Beattober. And if you don't know what Beattober is, that link's going to tell you what it's all about. And it's going to remind you that it is a challenge to potentially make a beat every single day in October. But I also say that, hey, not everybody can do that. Not everybody has the time, has the bandwidth. So you could make 1 beat per week. You could make 14 beats instead of 31 beats. You could make 10 beats. You can make as many beats as you're comfortable with. That's what I say. You could make 1 beat per month if you want to do at least the complete bare minimum. You could definitely do 1 beat per month.
My EP comes out in October.
So what the heck are you doing besides promoting it via Beattober? Think about it. Oh, fair. All right, fine. Here we go. Are you ready to listen to Huge Wildcats?
Yes, I got hit with like 2-3 ads.
We love that.
They're done now.
They're done now? All right, cool.
Yeah.
Let's see if this makes Troy Bolton proud. In 3, 2, 1, go. Synthwave-esque synth here. Take that synth solo, Huge.
Nice. That is so fire.
All right. Here we go. Nice.
That's really smooth.
Emmett De Silva says, so goof, good. Don't you hate it when that happens?
Classic.
Oh, Huge is here.
Huge.
Yeah, Huge says tried to make something synthwavy this time. For sure, I think you nailed that.
Yeah, that was on the money.
That whole aesthetic from the drums to the synths. That's the key thing for that. But then you kind of made it your own as well because there were some cool sound design elements. I like the vocal. It's another kind of subtle vocal flip where maybe if you didn't know about the original vocal sample, you wouldn't necessarily know that it was there. So that was great. I like the sections. It felt a little long to me. I think just because the whole time it's got that half speed sort of feel, but I think that's indicative of the genre and my low attention span. So yeah, I really liked it. What did you think?
I thought it was a great example of how the vocal sample does not need to be up front and center. And
Yeah.
it can just be like mellow meshed into the background, but it still fits.
Yeah.
Not in a sense like you started with the sample, it didn't fit, but you want to like just throw it in the background.
Right.
But like it just goes really well with the atmosphere of the song.
Yes. And let's talk about that fire synth solo. Yeah, that was great. I think it was
money.
a fire solo, but I will say in the mix, I think it was sticking out a little bit too much. You know, lead instruments like that, by nature of the way they sound, they already sit on top of the mix very well. You don't have to push them volume-wise. So I think especially where it starts harmonizing and culminating at the end, I think folks just got to be careful about their mix. You don't, just because it's the lead doesn't mean you have to pump it volume-wise. I think it could come down a little bit. That was my only feedback. All right.
Yeah, that was like stink face of approval.
Yeah, that was fire solo. Really made that section of the song. Huge. Fantastic work. I'm glad you pushed yourself to do something out of your normal comfort zone, but that was great. Keeping it rolling, next we have here our friend Rodney Rumble, or Rodney Umble, depending on if you're reading a Discord name or a SoundCloud name.
Oh, sure.
Says, appreciating this community and these opportunities to explore sample lovin'. Yes, of course. And we have a track called Fluttering Angst, which is the only way I can describe my emotions when Nefertiti says, I'm not participating in Beattober. I met with just fluttering angst. Chat, if you agree, Tatro,
I'll give you that.
Flame emoji, Tatro, flame eyes in the chat. Let's go. Flames.
You have flame eyes?
Yes, watch. I'll put them right
I
now.
want to see it.
There you go. They're going to spam it. Spam it, chat. Okay.
Spam it. I want to. Oh, wow.
Give it up for
actually flaming eyes.
Fluttering Angst. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh.
Looks like it was created on iPad and also OP1.
Oh, that's cool. I don't know. Do I feel angst?
If you look at the chat, you will. But that is a good question. I don't quite feel...
Look at all the flaming eyes. Okay. Now it's flaming. Fluttering angst. Nice. That was fun.
That was fun. Yeah, I appreciate a nice little short track like that. But I think you're right. Like most of the track, I did not get fluttering rage vibes. Or fluttering angst, I should say, not rage.
Just in the chat.
Yeah, just in the chat. But nonetheless, I think this was a fun experiment with the vocals and that kind of darkness that evolves underneath. It goes from being in that major key to like later on, like towing the line between the minor and the major for sure.
Yeah, I like the chops. I felt like those were like really fun.
Yeah, a good example of just like using like a solid minute to make something fun. I think if it was this but 3 minutes, I would be annoyed. But it's not. It's a good like 1 minute like encapsulation of this. Yeah. Very good. Thank you, Rodney Umble. I prefer Rodney Rumble if I'm being honest. But I'm who can say? Keeping it rolling. I like that you gave everybody a final warning for the submissions because these folks submitting right down to the last hour.
Yeah, pretty much.
Bunch of procrastinators, but that's me too.
Yeah, sounds like musicians.
All right, next up we have Wizlow with Happy Dance on Bandcamp. So I cannot, the only thing I don't like about Bandcamp is that I cannot control the volume.
Yeah.
But let's see if this is going to blast my ears off. We'll find out. No ads on Bandcamp though.
No.
All right, let's
No
give a
ads.
listen. All right, Wizlow, I see you in chat already. We're going to listen to Happy Dance in 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh.
Nice kick. Aaron, thank you for becoming a member. It's definitely got me moving and grooving.
It does. This energy hits.
Totally. Nice. This is a little interference here at the end.
Yeah.
And then we've got an extra. Should we let this last 15 seconds play out? Are we expecting something?
I don't know. I don't think so. What can be done?
I don't
what
think
can
so
be done in
either.
these 10 seconds?
All right. Good work,
right,
James
cool.
or Wizlow. Appreciate that submission. I think. All right. I'm not going to play it in the background because I can't control the volume of it. But I think that this is a cool party track. I like the way you chopped the vocals.
Same.
It seems like there was a few different ways of chopping the vocals, if I'm reading here correctly. It was a good energy for sure. I will say, though, that the vocal chops, for the most part, sounded like filtered throughout. Like they mostly sounded like highs rolled off. I was waiting for that filter to open up. That's like another example of like you set an expectation or I guess this expectation wasn't set that the filter would open up, but I think there's enough context in electronic music that you hear something filtered, you expect that filter to come up over time in the song. So I think it would have been very effective if for the end hook or something, like everything was playing full out, unfiltered, that kind of thing.
I like how it was filtered. I felt like it, again, one of those examples where maybe they just didn't want the sample up front and they intentionally wanted to keep it filtered throughout.
True.
It's still a part of the arrangement.
Yeah, and it contributes to like an overall like lo-fi aesthetic too, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, I like it. Good energy, good arrangement too.
Thank you, Wizlow, for that submission. Keeping it rolling. We love that.
Oh, yeah.
We have Viner-esque. Managed to put something together last minute. It's very bare boned, but here it is. Let's click on that link. Give Nefertiti a moment to play the ads.
No, I checked already.
Fair. All right, and I think this is our second to last submission, so we're making good time. All right, so Viner-esque with Your Ghost Lurks. Very spooky. We would love to hear it. All right, let's give it a listen in 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh girl, 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 oh
Oh,
Yeah.
I like this stuttering.
The guitar. That guitar is kind of seductive.
Like the vocal sample, as some would say.
Hey.
I'm on edge.
Yeah, I'm kind of scared. This is nice.
Oh, okay, bass guitar.
Okay, Halloween season. Let's go.
Yeah. Viner asks, are you playing the bass guitar or is it an instrument, MIDI instrument? Let us know, please, because I love the sound of it.
I dig the chords too.
MIDI bass. Cool. Sounds good.
Some nice R&B-esque vibes in here.
Yeah, like the chord progression.
Yeah.
The piano's getting a little muddy though, so you gotta be careful of that. But I do like the chords in general.
Yeah, in general, I like the chords.
Piccolo Black says, Tetro always looks annoyed in his thumbnails. Because I'm always annoyed!
Life is tough.
Exactly. This track is over 3 minutes.
Oh no.
Off with their heads.
There is power in restraints, y'all.
Yeah. Oh.
Those chords save you.
Yeah, they're good chords. I will say, it's over 3 minutes, and it didn't even need to be 3 minutes in general, I would say. I think this arrangement could have been worked a little bit better to be more effective. One way, I think, first of all, I'll say that I did like the vibe of this track. And the setup was, it's a last-minute entry, it's going to be bare bones, but I think minimal is good. And I think it actually works really well for this track. The intro, though, I don't feel like the intro does... Well, I really like the guitar and stuff in the intro. But when it finally hits and drops, I don't know. I don't think...
Yeah.
I think the intro probably could have been shorter at the very least. I don't know if I would have cut the whole thing. But the girl stutter like vocal sample, I think that's really cool. But I think especially at the beginning of the song, it's a bit overused. It's like a little bit too much of a good thing. But so I just think maybe use cool things like that a little more sparsely. But I do think it's cool. Instead of it repeating throughout the whole bar, maybe it just happens at the beginning of every 4 bars or something. That's my main feedback. But I really like the minimal nature of it, and the overall spooky kind of vibe is cool. And that, like I said, I really like that bass guitar. That really holds it down too. It does transform about halfway through the track into that like R&B feel.
I was gonna say that. You have like that spooky section, but then out of nowhere you're getting these nice lush R&B jazz chords in there too that honestly are like you want to keep listening. Well, for me, I wanted to keep listening because I really do like R&B and I like jazz. So
yeah, and it does that cool thing of going into a half speed feel, which is really effective as well. I thought that was cool. Viner-esque. Good job. Good track.
Yeah.
Thank you for that submission.
Job. Like and follow.
We love the variety of submissions we have today. And speaking of variety of submissions, we only have one more submission to go, and it's from Peralta Music in Discord. So let's give it a listen. This one, another one over 3 minutes, 3 minutes and 2 seconds.
Off with their heads.
Forbidden. All right, let's give it a listen. Peralta. Oh, we do have a little bit of context here. A little bit of a melancholic vibe melody, in my opinion, combined with a groovy deep house to complement the vocals. I hope you enjoy it. I hope I enjoy it too, for your sake. All right, we got this in Discord. There's no ads, so we should be good to go.
I feel so exposed now.
Yeah. In 3, 2, 1, go.
Go, girl.
Giving me that 80s synthwave vibe again. It's been
It
kind of
is.
common. Piccolo Black, we do this challenge every month, so don't worry. You'll be able to enter next month.
I like that arpeggiation action.
I came to get what I want. I didn't plan to stay for long. Oh, girl, why are you so sad? I'm not your man, so why you mad? Oh, girl.
I like this ARP.
Yeah.
Oh, girl.
They're coming for you. Watch out.
I know. I see it. I'm reading the chat. I wonder if this is how people feel when like Beyonce's Beehive comes after them.
Yes, this is exactly how they feel. Cool vibe of this track. Overall,
Yeah, really chill.
I like the sound selection. Yeah, it's very, very chill. I think my feedback for this track is that it's kind of like straddling two genres. Like it's got that house vibe a little bit, like it's got that house percussion, but then it's in this like other space of like kind of like a vibey, more like chill beat with the synthwave chords. So it's like all these things coming together. I don't feel like it's deep enough into one of those. Like I feel like if it leaned into the house side of things with like a bouncier bass line, or just really drove home with some more of that house rhythm, like some double time hi-hats towards the end or something, it would have been more effective. But it kind of like hangs back most of the time, which I guess is cool for like a chill track. But I wish it went deeper into one of the genres, either be more chill or be more house or be more synthwave, but like pick one and lean into it deeper.
Yeah, it's yeah, it definitely like straddles the fence on that. I felt like it was chill and upbeat at the same time.
True.
And I can go either way.
Yeah. For me, kind
If I'm
of,
having a chill day, I'll have a chill day.
yeah, for me, that kind of like ends up sitting in the middle and I don't know how to feel. I don't know if I'm supposed to feel chill or energized or which, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah. But I think
You feel both.
Yeah, I feel both, but which is confusing. But the sound selection and stuff, like I love that chord synth sound, that classic sound. I love the way they use space with the vocal sample, like pushing it back, like with reverb and stuff, making it sound distant. I think that's pretty cool. So overall, yeah, great submission, great final
Solid
submission,
entry.
solid
Yeah.
entry, and
Ended on
that
a
brings
strong
us to a point here where we must make a decision. I gotta
Yes.
figure out what I'm doing with my screen here. All right, there we go. I think that works. But now oh yeah, okay, that works. We have to come to a decision. We have to do some deliberation. And we have to use the bathroom. Or at least I do. So chat, we are going to discuss our favorite entries of the day. And come back to you with a winner. The winner of today's 343 sample challenge will be getting a Bitwig Studio license. So shout out to them for helping us out with that license and giving it out to the winner. So what we're going to do, I'm going to call Joe in here and Joe can come talk to chat. We can talk on WhatsApp and deliberate.
Okay, yeah.
And then come back with a winner. Joe, I need you
Awesome
here.
sauce.
I hope he's not in the middle of a chess game or a league game. Oh, he seems surprised.
Oh man, chess game. That's intense.
Right.
On a Tuesday afternoon.
Yeah, it's not. Oh, and Jinsal Kong is in the chat. Perfect. So as soon, he's here. That's perfect. All right. So make sure you mute yourself so they can't hear our deliberation. I'm going to go to the other room.
Absolutely.
And I'll call you on WhatsApp right after I use the bathroom.
Cool.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the man, the myth, the legend is here. Please welcome Joseph McCaffrey. Wow, Jinsal Kong in the chat.
Damn, dude, just in time. She came.
You know what to talk about? Lots to talk about.
We got a lot of stuff to talk about. I'm putting these headphones on because I'm definitely going to not listen to anything. Yo, what's going on? What games am I playing these days? These days, I am playing League of Legends. Sorry, unfortunately, it's toxic, but I don't play that much video games. Just a little bit. Wear the headphones. I look cool. Thanks, dude. All right. Can't hear myself talk though. What's up, Vinresk? Falguna, what's going on? So a lot of stuff to talk about. Beattober is coming up. Lots of stuff happening with Beattober. We had like a little meeting yesterday, man. Me and Tetro to get it all sorted out. You guys, there's a lot of stuff. You're going to be excited. I don't know what Tetro has said yet, so I don't want to give too much away, but for charity, lots of giveaways. You're going to love it. It's going to be sick. Also, Tetro Radio podcast. It's, I'm working on tomorrow's episode right now. So listen to that. Going back to school soon. Bro, don't be late. What is my official job title description within the Tetro music establishment? That's a good question. I just call myself Joe. I just do whatever he doesn't want to do. So, you know how it is. What's up, James Murley? I'd love to see your best Tetro impersonation. I don't know if I can do that. What's up, Wiley Audio Production? Hunter Wiley. See, I remember stuff. New sample pack Hey is available now. There's going to be a Beattober sample pack from what I hear from Tetro directly. There's going to be a lot of stuff. And I think like the first merch drops are going to be before Beattober so people can get their merch. And they're going to be limited drops. I don't know if Tetro said any of this yet. I'm letting the cat out of the bag a little bit, but I don't think it's a secret. So is anybody actually planning on participating in Beattober, or is everyone just going to kind of like watch the show? Because we're also flirting with this idea of kind of changing up the track review stream format for the month and just going through using the track review streams as like the Beattober review streams, but like prioritizing members and like going through the Instagram posts about Beattober, like the members. As well.
Deliberation has concluded.
Deliberation has concluded. I'm letting the cat out of the bag on a lot of Beattober stuff.
Oh no! Wow. Giving them a little tease.
Yeah, I'm giving them a little tease. I said flirting with the idea once.
Flirting with the idea of
The track review format, even though
Oh.
it's confirmed.
Oh, I see.
But when I said bye, I didn't say bye.
Okay, Joe said bye, everybody. Thank you for welcoming him. Oh, Nefertiti, long time no talk. You're still muted. I want to bring up the winner. We know who the winner is, folks. So watch out for that. But we should also say, unmute yourself. We should also say, okay, there we go. You're not on camera yet, though. Give me one moment.
Oh, okay.
What am I trying to say? I just keep talking in circles. First of all, a lot of really strong entries today. And let me bring you back up on the screen. Very, very strong entries today. I think every time we do this challenge, the entries get better and better.
They do.
And,
They really do.
And it's always good to see first time submissions as well. And I think actually today the winner was a first time submission.
I think so. Look at the notes. Yes, it is.
They
First-time
were a
submission.
first time submission. Now I'm going to switch back to just my camera for a second because I don't have this screen set up properly. But okay, let's just announce it. Okay, you ready? Pull the Band-Aid off.
I don't know if is that a drum roll? Is not?
That was a fill for sure. I'm not sure if
Okay.
it was a roll. But the winner of the September, this is a very hard decision. We had a few very good ones at the top of our list. So sorry, we can't give everybody winning status. We can only pick one. But of course, our winner today is none other than, I think it's Akin. Thank you so much for this submission. It's the Brazilian, they're clapping. The Brazilian, like bossa nova, like high energy track. Let me run forward in this. But yeah,
Yay.
this track definitely stood out amongst the rest of the tracks just because it was so different. But not that we just judge it on like what stands out, what's most different, but it's also like very well executed.
Yes, really well executed on pretty much all fronts, not just the sample and how it's used, but the rest of the arrangement, the rest of the track, percussion, attention to arrangement, and essentially telling a whole story.
Yeah, and I think from an originality perspective, like mixing those synth sounds with the Latin percussion, with that kind of bossa nova feel, Brazilian influence, I think it's just really cool to hear something like that. It was a surprise for me, for sure.
Yeah, nice solid track. And the note says, I'm 18 and this is my first submission. And
Crazy.
I was not making tracks like this when I was 18.
Absolutely, yeah, me neither, for
amazing.
sure. That was really good. So Akin, we're gonna reach out via Discord and get you hooked up with that Bitwig studio license. Shout out to Bitwig for sponsoring this week's sample challenge. We really appreciate it.
Yes.
Thank you to everybody who brought the energy. I heard some really good tracks that I'm gonna probably go back and listen to. And of course, if you want to go back and listen to some of your favorite tracks from today, you can find them all in the Discord, which if you're not in the 343 Labs Discord, join. It's totally free. The link is in the description. Come hang out with us and participate in our sample challenge, which will happen again next month. And you'll have a chance to win another cool prize if you didn't win this time around. But it's not about the prize. It's about the community. It's about the good time we have. The memories we've
Definitely
shared.
is.
You don't seem convinced.
Because I'm waiting for the chat to just be like, Beattober attack.
Yes. No, I think I want my chat to be more toxic than they're willing to be. And I think that that's a good thing.
Yeah, they're just so supportive and nice. I mean, God
Yes.
forbid.
And I'm like, can you guys just kind of come on? Like, I need a little toxicity. Come on, folks. No, but
that's so toxic in itself.
yes. I had a lot of fun.
Oh, man.
This is good.
Yeah, this was great. This was awesome to listen to all the submissions of this one sample. I would never have thought that I would hear myself like 20 some odd times over in 20 different ways.
Yeah,
Very
for sure.
cool.
Yeah. So shout out to everybody. Thanks for participating. It was a really good time. We will be back again, of course, next month with another sample challenge. Of course, we're here every Tuesday with an episode of Tetro Talks. Next week, I'll be doing a call-in show. So if you want to call in and chat about music production and creativity, please get ready to call in next week. Nightbot just dropped the 343 Labs Discord, so make sure you join that. And check out Justin's show tomorrow, which is Wednesday. Justin is doing like a plug-in shootout. I forget if he's doing like reverb or EQ or what next week, but tomorrow. It should be cool. And then I'll be live again here on Thursday, and I'll have a video out tomorrow too. So there's lots of things to make sure you're keeping track of. Subscribe, notifications turned on. That's what you need to do. Nefertiti, what do you want to shout out? Where should people go? What do you want to plug?
I would like to plug, I have a new single coming out on the 24th. About next weekend? Yeah.
Nice.
Next weekend, new single. It's called One Try, featuring Daniel G. Harmon. Looking forward to that. That was a lot of fun to create. And my EP is next month. I'm going to announce the date sometime in a couple of weeks on my Instagram, nefertiti.gold.
Awesome. And on your Instagram, can people find the pre-save link or anything for your new single?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. All the links are in the bio, always in the bio.
Do it. Go to Nefertiti Gold's Instagram, give a follow, pre-save that track, all that good stuff. And we'll have more coming to you here on my channel as well as 343 Labs channel real soon as tomorrow, some would say. Looking forward to it. Everybody, including Nefertiti, get ready for Beattober because it's coming quick. And that's going to be it today. Shout out to all the submissions. Thank you, everybody, for working so hard and being such a supportive community.
Yeah, guys, thanks. It was great.
All right, peace out, everybody. This has been Tetro and Nefertiti Gold. Have a good one.